Welcome back to Twin Tarot. I'm Gary, and this is not David. Hey, so I want to do a part 2 to the video that Dave and I recorded earlier on Anonymous. We hadn't heard from him in a while. We had recorded that video on Sunday, I believe. Well, guess what? We've now heard from them. So it's Memorial Day. It's Monday, May 26th. And I guess Anonymous came out with a message. I'm assuming it was earlier today. It might have been yesterday. So the timing of this may be off just a little bit. But they were basically teasing that something big was going to happen in 38 days. So, 7, 14, 28, 28. So I got to, hold on a second. I got to do math. Stand by for a second. Okay, I'm back. So it's looking like they're timing their next reveal of information for July the 4th. What a surprise. So they're very cryptic about what it is. Basically, what they were teasing was that we've been trained to sort of dismiss conspiracy theories, stuff that's kind of crazy. We just call it conspiracy theory and we just ignore it. Well, apparently they're going to disprove this, or they're going to release something that's probably been thrown out as a conspiracy theory, only I guess they're going to back it up with receipts. I have no idea what it is. Maybe it's the stolen election. Maybe it's UFOs. Who knows? I mean, could it be corruption in the Trump government? Sure, but I like the P tape. It almost doesn't matter because it's so far. Everyone has accepted the corruption, right? And is it really going to change anyone's minds at this point? The Republicans in Congress, it doesn't seem to bother them. So I'm assuming that whatever they're coming out with on July 4th is going to be bigger than anything that's come out prior. So let's just throw some cards on this and see what it is for entertainment purposes only. So July 4th, Anonymous is going to release some information. What do we need to know about it? What is this going to cover? Give us some insight as to what it is that they're going to release and why it's going to change the definition of conspiracy theory. Okay, foundation of the reading is the Nine of Swords. This is about anxiety, stuff that keeps you awake at night. The challenge is the Knight of Cups. This is like an emotional offering. Here's sometimes we refer to it as a false friend. It could be that. It could be there's something that's designed to make you feel better. So let's keep going. Underneath it is the Hermit, trying to shine a light on the truth, finding a way forward from this. This is okay. I know what my gut is telling me right now, but let's keep throwing cards and see what we got going on here. In the past, you've got Justice. Current energy is the Five of Pentacles, being excluded, being either ostracized, left out, being ignored, having your concerns basically dismissed and thrown out in the snow, as it were. These people that are being neglected. Three of Wands, something from overseas. I'm just going to say it right now, and this may be personal bias, so forgive me for personal bias. I am not a big believer in conspiracy theories. I am not a big believer that this election, there was definitely some weird shit that happened in this election, but no one has come up with any sort of proof or documentation to this point. We are now 7 months past this election, right? Coming up on 8 months and nothing. We're hearing crickets. Maybe the crickets are finally coming home. I mean, when I threw the Hermit card, it's like, okay, maybe this is what we're going. So, the election, the nightmare of having Trump in office, the challenge of the Knight of Cups, that false friend, oh, don't worry, it won't be so bad. Yeah, bullshit. And then finding the truth, finding that path forward. In the past, you have the Justice card, something that, in this case, might have been unjust, and people's votes being ignored or overwritten. But the truth will be, actions will be coming from overseas. This is kind of where it's kind of leading me. Lesson to be learned is judgment. The information is going to come out, and it's time for you to stand up and take notice. Your history is going to be made. What side? How do you want history to remember you? The outcome is the Seven of Wands, taking defensive actions. There's a lot of actions being taken, and we've got the high ground, and it's time to start countering those actions. This very well could be something along those lines. Let me keep going. I'm going to sort of just see where I keep going. So we got to defend against actions. Okay, what are we? So we need to take time, and we need to think about what's been happening. Maybe this has just been taking some time to come forward. The Hangman, we don't like the position that we're currently in. You may have to look at things from a different perspective. The Nine of Pentacles. The wealthy people have been, I'm going to take that back. I'm not going to go down the Trump. This has been my Kamala Harris card. This could be one of those things that, Kamala Harris did win this election. The results were changed, and now we need to build some relationships here, because the oligarchs have taken over and they've claimed victory, and we are seething about this because we know something's not right, but we can't lash out because we don't have any proof, and we just had to sit back and wait for the proof to make itself known. And now we can attack this with some new creativity and some new youthful energy. And then we've got the Queen of Wands. We're going to be busy taking lots of actions from this, and it'll be addressing the MAGA Page of Cups lunacy, and people are going to be very upset, and there's going to be a lot of emotions around this because of the heartbreak and betrayal. But from this, we will have a new beginning, if you will. We'll start to really recognize what we have and what we should be valuing. And this thing is going to be happening quickly, and it may have to do with money or legacy. I'm just going to end it there. This video might not age so well. 38 days, a lot can happen, but that's kind of what it feels like. We'll see. I've got no idea what they're talking about. What do I know? I'm just, some old twat throwing cards, right? Anyways, this is going to be a part 2. If I can figure out how to merge this, I'll merge this with the video that's coming out tonight. And we'll just see where this goes. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I truly appreciate you. If you like these videos, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe. We put out a new video every night at midnight. Leave a comment. I read them all. I respond to many. And unlike those non-absorbent Twin Tarot channels, we are super absorbent, and we divine as our ability to absorb information and divinity is like a twin ply paper towel. It's not only absorbent, but it's very strong and durable. But unlike those other channels, we give shout outs to our viewers. And so I'd like to give a shout out to Deborah Fleeson. She says that I can call her Flea. Hi, Flea. Thank you so much for supporting our channel. And we're going to give you the King of Cups, Mastering Those Emotions. All right. And then Barbara Sobel, who is Not David's #1 fan. And she said, next time you do a reading with Not David, could you please give me a shout out? Absolutely, Barbara. Here's your shout out. Not David says hello. And he's going to give you the Ace of Pentacles. See, now you got something new of value. And just a nice thank you to Goalkeeper's Mom for a kind, thoughtful contribution to the channel. We truly appreciate you. I know you've donated in the past, so thank you so much, Dave, and I truly appreciate that. And thank you, the King of Pentacles. Yes, she made a huge donation. And a card for the rest of us. Thank you so much. The Fool, I guess we're going to be on a new journey. I guess in 38 days, we'll find out what this was all about. Hopefully Anonymous isn't jerking our chains and that they've got some receipts to back up whatever they're claiming. Anyways, I hope you're having a great day, folks. We'll talk to you later. Bye.